chairman on the Supreme Court judgment on APGA leadership. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, esteemed members and supporters of the All Progressives Grand Alliance and fellow Nigerians, it is with great pride and deep appreciation that I stand before you today. This press conference marks a pivotal moment in the history of our party, as the recent judicial rulings have not only solidified the rightful leadership of APGA, but also reinforced the values we hold dear: justice, equity, and the rule of law. On the 21st of November 2024, I addressed you following the landmark judgment of the Federal High Court, which was delivered on the 20th of November 2024, which ruled on INEC's wrongful recognition of Chief Ezeokenwa. The court's decision was a crucial step in correcting the injustice that threatened the unity of our great party. That ruling, alongside the Supreme Court's subsequent judgment on the 27th of November 2024, has firmly established the legitimacy of my leadership as the duly elected national chairman of APGA. A political party, let me say that a political party, by its very nature, is not merely a tool for seeking power. It is a fundamental pillar of democracy, bridging the gap between the government and the governed. Through its policies, leadership, and commitment to service, a political party is tasked with representing the aspirations of the people, ensuring governance that is both accountable and just. It is the duty of every political party to uphold the principles of the Constitution and conduct its affairs with integrity and respect for due process. And of course, that is the hallmark of our leadership of APGA. For APGA, these values are not just mere ideals. They are the cornerstone of our existence. Since our founding, we have been unwavering in our mission to champion justice, equality, and good governance. Despite challenges along the way, we have remained steadfast in our belief that the will of the people and the rule of law must always prevail. As we stand here today, we reaffirm our commitment to these principles. We renew strength and focus as we continue to serve our people and move our party forward in the pursuit of a greater Nigeria. The recent judgment of the Supreme Court, alongside the Federal High Court's judgment, represents a resounding victory for the truth and a significant milestone in our democratic journey. These decisions have decisively clarified the leadership of APGA, reaffirming the legitimacy of my leadership as a national chairman. This moment calls for reflection, celebration, and a forward-looking approach to ensuring that our party remains a beacon of hope and progress for all Nigerians. And now to the substance of the matter. On the 27th of November 2024, the Supreme Court of Nigeria delivered a landmark judgment that decisively settled the leadership dispute within APGA. The court nullified the decision of the Court of Appeal that had affirmed contempt proceedings against the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, and of course, the immediate past national chairman, Oko-Jumbo, Dr. Victor Oye, and imposed a 20 million naira cost against Ezeokenwa in each of the three appeals brought before the court, totaling 60 million for the manipulation of judicial processes. To provide some context, the Supreme Court decision overturned the Court of Appeal's judgment of 28 June 2024, which had wrongfully validated the contempt proceedings instituted by the FCT High Court Buhari against the INEC chairman, following an erroneous interpretation of the purport of the Supreme Court prior ruling, prior ruling of 24th of March 2023. The facts are clear. In the Supreme Court ruling of 14th October 2021 first, in suit number SC/CV687-2021, the Apex Court unequivocally upheld the Court of Appeal judgment, which had set aside the High Court ruling recognizing one Chief Jude Okeke as the acting chairman of APGA. The Supreme Court also declared that the issue of who should be the acting national chairman of APGA was an internal affair of the party and therefore non-justiciable. On 24th March 2023, the Supreme Court delivered yet a ruling in the same suit but reiterated that its earlier judgment of 14th October 2021 remained unaltered. The court explicitly stated through its registrar in May 2023 that it did not declare Chief Edozie Njoku as national chairman of APGA and made no consequential order to that effect. INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu did not disobey any Supreme Court order by not recognizing Chief Edozie Njoku. The Supreme Court, in its latest judgment, condemned the actions of Edozie Njoku and his collaborators for misrepresenting its corrected judgment, describing their conduct as not only reckless, but deceitful and damaging to the integrity of the judicial process. The 60 million cost imposed underscores the court's position against the abuse of judicial process for personal gain. The Supreme Court's judgment categorically denounced the fraudulent attempt by this group to manipulate judicial proceedings and mislead INEC into recognizing Edozie Njoku as the legitimate national chairman of APGA based on distorted interpretation of the court's orders. As we all know, INEC had on 9th July 2024, erroneously recognized Chief Edozie Njoku as the national chairman of APGA. This move, carried out under the guise of obeying court orders, was based on a gross misrepresentation of judicial pronouncement, including those of the Supreme Court. And as I detailed in my last press briefing, you are aware that on 20th of November 2024, Justice J.K. Omotosho of the Federal High Court, in a judgment on a suit brought by APGA and myself, challenging INEC's recognition of Edozie Njoku as APGA national chairman, the court held that INEC lacked the statutory authority to recognize Edozie Njoku or any member of his faction as national officers of APGA. The court declared INEC's July 9, 2024 publication as unlawful, void, and unconstitutional, emphasizing that INEC's powers do not extend to interfering with the internal leadership of APGA. The court affirmed that the right leadership of APGA was that of Barrister Sylvester Ezeokenwa, myself, and our National Working Committee, as reflected in the INEC Monitoring Report from the 31st of May 2023 APGA National Convention. It ruled that INEC was bound to recognize myself and our national officers as the duly elected National Working Committee in the absence of any Supreme Court pronouncement declaring Edozie Njoku as national chairman. The recent Supreme Court ruling is a victory not only for myself and the rightful leadership of APGA, but also for the integrity of our nation's judicial system. It sets a strong precedent that will deter future attempts by any individual or group to manipulate the judicial process for personal or political gain. And moving forward. And like I said earlier on, the judgment of the Supreme Court equally vindicates the earlier judgment of Honorable Justice J.K. Omotosho. And like I said, we deeply apologize for the unfortunate and needless verbal harassment that he has faced from these impostors from the date he delivered that judgment. Moving forward, this landmark judgment is not just a legal victory. It is a turning point for the All Progressive Grand Alliance and a renewed opportunity to strengthen our commitment to serving the Nigerian people. Moving forward, we must harness this momentum to consolidate our internal structures, deepen our unity, and re-energize our mission of promoting good governance, equity, and inclusive development. As a party, our first priority must be reconciliation and unity. I urge all members of the APGA family to set aside personal grievances and embrace the spirit of collective purpose. The challenges we have faced have only made us stronger, and our unity will be our greatest strength in the journey ahead. Together, we will prove that APGA is not just a political party, but a movement rooted in the aspirations of ordinary Nigerians. In the spirit of reconciliation and fostering unity within the party, we hereby declare that this victory is a victory for all APGANs, irrespective of the divide on which you fought. We are one indivisible, united and big family that seeks to genuinely uphold the ideals and ideologies of our founding fathers. We declare that there is no victor and no vanquished. Together, we have the onerous responsibility that this party not only does not die in our hand, but ensuring that the party lives up to the desired expectations of being a major player in the quest for engendering a truly progressive Nigeria. We will also refocus our effort on delivering impactful governance at all levels where APGA holds sway. With Governor Chukwuma Soludo's exemplary leadership as a model, we must ensure that our elected representatives remain steadfast in their dedication to serving the people and delivering transformative policies that uplift lives and communities. Moreover, this judgment provides an opportunity to re-engage with our grassroots and reinvigorate our outreach efforts. We must go back to the people, listen to their concerns, and ensure that APGA continues to be the voice of the voiceless. Our commitment to transparency, accountability, and people-centered leadership will guide us to work to rebuild trust and expand our influence across the country. This victory has demonstrated that the judiciary remains the last hope of the common man, and as a party, we will continue to respect and abide by the legal processes that define our democracy. We call on all institutions, including INEC, to draw lessons from this experience and recommit to upholding the principles of fairness and justice in their operations. The journey ahead is filled with opportunities, and with unity, integrity, and purpose, APGA will continue to rise as a beacon of hope and a symbol of progressive governance in Nigeria. Let us seize this moment and work together to build a stronger, more impactful party that truly speaks for the people. And an appreciation. I would first like to thank the Almighty God for his divine guidance and for granting us this victory of justice, truth, and democracy. This triumph would not have been possible without his wisdom and enduring grace over our journey. I extend my profound gratitude to the judiciary, the custodians of justice in our democracy, for their steadfast commitment to upholding the rule of law. In particular, I commend the current Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, GCON, for her exemplary leadership and courage in ensuring that the integrity of the judicial process remains intact. Her fortitude and dedication to justice are a testament to the resilience of our nation's judiciary. Further, I wish to commend the leadership of INEC, particularly Professor Mahmood Yakubu, believing in its eventual compliance with the rule of law. While we recognize the initial missteps, it is crucial that INEC ensures full respect and adherence to the Supreme Court ruling in the future. This will further strengthen the credibility of our electoral process and ensure the trust of the Nigerian people. To our national leader, Mr. Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, CFR, I offer my deepest appreciation. Your unwavering support for APGA and its leadership throughout this challenging journey has been a source of strength and inspiration. Your vision for a better Nigeria and your commitment to our party's ideals have kept us united and resolute in the face of adversity. And I always say that it is in the time of adversity that you actually learn the true strength of character of a man. And Professor Charles Soludo really showed the strength of character as a man, and that we are proud of him. I thank in a special way our legal team, led by the erudite Dr. Onyechi Bazu SAN, OON, and Chief PIN Ikweto SAN, for the unwavering commitment to upholding the truth. Sadly, They faced needless harassment, including frivolous petitions, simply for performing their professional duties. They are the real heroes of this victory, and I deeply commend their resilience in seeing that justice prevailed. I thank my predecessor in office, Ozombu Dr. Victor Ikoye, for his unalloyed support and for daring to fight till the end in ensuring that the desperate bid of these political merchants did not derail the progress of our great party. And Your Excellency, we are truly, truly grateful. I also commend the members of the National Working Committee of our great party, some of them are here present, for their unity of purpose and dedication during this period. Your cooperation and collective resolve have been pivotal in ensuring that justice prevailed. To the loyal members and supporters of our great party, this victory is yours. Thank you for your faith in our leadership and for your steadfast belief in the principles of justice and equity that our party represents. Your resilience has been a beacon of hope throughout this journey, and I urge you to continue standing firm as we build a stronger and more united party. Of course, the press, as the guidance of public discourse, also deserve commendation for their objectivity and professionalism in reporting on this issue. Your role in upholding the truth and keeping the public informed is invaluable, and we thank you for ensuring that justice is not only done, but seen to be done. Finally, to the general public and our great compatriots, I thank you for your trust in the process of justice and democracy. Your faith in the judiciary and the ideals of equity have been vindicated, and this victory is as much yours as it is ours. As we live here today, let us remember that this moment is not just about the resolution of a dispute, but about the reaffirmation of our collective commitment to justice, democracy, and the rule of law. Together, we will continue to strengthen our party, our democracy, and our nation. And then in conclusion, let us remember that no amount of manipulation, deceit, or falsehood can actually overcome the truth. APGA is and will continue to be a party founded on the principles of justice, equity, and the rule of law. The victory is not just for APGA. It is a triumph for all Nigerians, irrespective of where you belong, who believed in the sanctity of our democratic institutions and processes. We will continue to uphold our ideals, strengthen our internal unity, and serve as a shining example of principled leadership in the political landscape of Nigeria. Thank you all.